The 20 most dangerous places for LGBTQ travelers. Here are 20 countries dangerous for LGBTQ travelers. 20 Egypt. Renowned throughout the world for its ancient pyramids and historical and religious significance, Egypt is a massive tourist destination for international travelers everywhere. Unfortunately, Egypt ranked number 20 on our list due to its negative laws regarding homosexuality, says Fergusson. 19 Ethiopia. Located on the Horn of Africa, Ethiopia is a country rich with lush landscapes and cultural diversity. Ranking 19th on our index, Ethiopia outlaws same-sex relations and indecent, or homosexual, acts result in up to 15 years in prison, says Fergusson. 18 Jamaica. One of the Caribbean's most popular vacation destinations for tourists worldwide, Jamaica was another shocking country to top our LGBTQ danger index, says Fergusson. Jamaica ranks as the third worst Caribbean nation for members of the LGBTQ community behind Barbados and St. Lucia. 17 Maldives. Renowned as a popular romantic vacation destination for LGBTQ travelers, it comes as a significant wake-up call that the Maldives bears such anti-LGBTQ laws, says Fergusson. In the Maldives, homosexual acts and intercourse, as well as same-sex marriage, earn 8 years in prison or 100 lashes. 16 Kenya. Kenya is filled with gorgeous landscapes and unique wildlife, making this East African country a favorite destination for international travelers. Currently, Kenyan law states that same-sex intercourse between males results in 14 years in prison, while all other homosexual acts between males are punished with 5 years imprisonment, says Fergusson. 15 West Bank and Gaza. In the Palestinian territories of Gaza and the West Bank, the anti-LGBTQ sentiment is taken very seriously, with homosexual acts resulting in up to 10 years in prison, says Fergusson. 14 Pakistan. Same-sex relationships are considered to be taboo in Pakistan and there are strict laws governing against homosexuality. For example, homosexual intercourse can result in up to 10 years in prison with a fine or life in prison, says Fergusson. 13 Uganda. One of Africa's most populous countries, Uganda ranks number 13 on our LGBTQ danger index, says Fergusson. Homosexual intercourse results in life in prison and pro-LGBTQ organizations are banned throughout the country. 12 St. Lucia. One of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean, St. Lucia came in 12th on our LGBTQ danger index, says Fergusson. A popular vacation destination for tourists from around the world, St. Lucia's high ranking came as a bit of a surprise to us. 11 Zambia. Home of the magnificent Victoria Falls, renowned as the largest waterfall in the world, and incredible wildlife, Zambia is filled with plenty to explore. That said, the LGBTQ community is marginalized in this country and there are heavy consequences for being homosexual, which include 7 years to life in prison for any same-sex act, says Fergusson. 10 Malawi. The punishments for homosexuality in Malawi have earned this African country spot number 10 on our list, says Fergusson. Same-sex acts result in 14 years in prison for men and 5 years imprisonment for women, with or without corporal punishment. Pro-LGBTQ organizations are also banned by the government in Malawi and general public sentiment regards homosexuality as off-limits. 9 Malaysia. This phenomenal Southeast Asian country is full of beautiful beaches, islands and UNESCO World Heritage Sites, making Malaysia a popular destination for international tourism. Unfortunately, imposed punishment for homosexuality is severe and the existence of gay people in Malaysia was denied by their tourism minister as recently as March 2019, says Fergusson. 8 Barbados. This was one of the more shocking countries to appear on our list, and in the top 10, no less, says Fergusson. Historically, Barbados and some other Caribbean islands have had poor anti-LGBTQ legislation and practices, largely left over from the British occupation which put these laws in place and reinforced anti-gay attitudes. 7 Sudan. An African nation bordering the stunning Red Sea, Sudan is particularly unfriendly to the LGBTQ community. The first 2 accounts of sodomy result in 100 lashes and 5 years in prison, and the third offense earns either the death penalty or life in prison, says Fergusson. 6 Iran. Iran made number 6 on the index, due in part to its extreme punishments for homosexuality, which include 100 lashes for homosexual intercourse or the death penalty, and 31 lashes for same-sex acts other than intercourse, says Fergusson. 5 Tanzania. This East African country is renowned for its remarkable natural attractions, including Mount Kilimanjaro and the Serengeti National Park, making Tanzania a massive hub for international tourism. Unfortunately, this country was ranked at number 5 on our LGBTQ+ danger index, which may inspire LGBTQ+ visitors to rethink their travel plans, says Fergusson. 4. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is another of the countries on our list which implements the death penalty for consensual homosexuality under their interpretation of Sharia law, says Fergusson. 3. Yemen. In Yemen, the punishment for being gay for both men and women is prison time and 100 lashes, with death by stoning for married men, says Fergusson. This conservative Muslim country means business when it comes to rejecting homosexuality, both in its laws and general public sentiment. 2. Qatar. Coming in second on our LGBTQ+ danger index is Qatar, says Fergusson. This oil-rich Middle Eastern country enforces up to 3 years in prison, flogging and the death penalty under Sharia law for any acts of homosexuality. 1. Nigeria. Located in the heart of Africa, Nigeria ranked as the #1 most dangerous country for members of the LGBTQ+ community. It was ranked so highly largely due to the extreme penalties for simply being gay, which include up to 14 years in prison and the death penalty in states under Sharia law, says Fergusson. Thanks for watching the video. Do like the video? Do share the video with your friends if you like the video. Do subscribe to the channel.